Hi guys, what is up? It is your girl Paige Christie bringing you yet another TLDR episode. Now, if you don't know what TLDR stands for, that stands for too long didn't read. Because we all know what it's like to be looking at all of the social media shenanigans and thinking to ourselves, girl, I ain't reading all that. So today we have a lot of things to discuss on today's docket. So first up, we have Jordyn Woods, who has decided to drag an influencer for their comments on her brand new clothing line. That's coming up first. Straight after that, we have Jake Paul, who outs Molly Mae's pregnancy, as well as his encounter with Tyson Fury. And then after that, we have Mr. Beast, who cures the blind, and people on the internet are mad. We have got that in today's segment of the 5 Gs please, as well as the OnlyFans school teacher who was found doing some stuff inside the school grounds. That and so much more coming up today in today's TLDR. Okay, so first up we have Jordyn Woods. Now we all know who Jordyn Woods is. She is the ex-friend of Kylie Jenner and also the catalyst for one of many breakups that took place between Khloe Kardashian and Tristan third trimester Thompson. And we call him Tristan third trimester Thompson because by the third trimester, my man, he is gone. Anyway, so back to Jordyn Woods. Now, Jordyn Woods has been a plus size model or a curvy model for quite some time now and has now produced her very own clothing line. Anyway, social media influencer Stella Williams, who is known very much so by the plus size community, decided to do a clothing haul containing several dresses from Jordyn Woods' clothing line. And basically, Stella's thoughts on the clothing line is that they were cheaply made, badly made, and that she did not like them at all. Take a look.
I gotta be so for real right now. This is about Woods by Jordyn, the new collection by Jordyn Woods. I did purchase all the dresses available. It's so bad I just unfollowed the brand. I would never, ever have any of my followers spend $123 on these dresses. And it just feels like a cash grab. Not trying to be dramatic, but the stuff is so cheap feeling. It literally feels like the clearance section of Shein. And hey, let's put on some labels with Wood by Jordyn. I am this close to actually unfollowing Jordyn Woods because I feel disrespected. As a black woman, I wanted to support her. I was excited. I overlooked a lot of things because I was like, hey, let's support. I'm offended that I spent $400 on these 3 dresses, period. Pros, shipping time, diversity, cons, everything else. Done.
So after this review was made public, what had happened was somebody in Stella's comments basically asked her, hey sis, if you don't like the items, you know you can just bring them back. And Stella's response to this was essentially that in the returns policy, it says that the items must come back unused and unworn. And because she tried the items on for a clothing try-on haul, she unfortunately could not send the items back. Anyway, so after all of that drama took place, Jordyn Woods did come over to the internet and drag Stella Williams in possibly the most classiest way that I've ever seen somebody drag somebody before. She started explaining her concepts, her ideas, as well as the influence behind some of the decisions she made. Honestly, the most classiest drag ever. Take a look.
All right, let's get into it. Let's break it down. I'm super excited to come on here and talk about this morning because I know how much time and effort I put into this, and I just want to give you guys more education on the dress. So let's get into the part where this is supposedly undone. This is actually called a raw edge. A lot of high fashion brands do it. That's why I love it. Also, I have bigger arms. Sometimes I don't want a tight fixed seam. This allows you to have the scrunched appearance, or you can wear it more over your hand. The arms are single lined because it provides more comfort, especially like for me who has bigger arms. Like when I'm stretching, it's a lot more comfortable. I will say there is a way to be honest and real without bringing other people down or bringing other influencers into it. Opinions are subjective until you felt the material and you know. Some people are going to love it and some people are not going to like it. And that's just what it is with everything. But I do appreciate your constructive criticism. I would love to hear what brands you think provide the quality mesh that you are looking for in ways that I can improve and we can continue to grow together.
Stella then responded to Jordyn words indirectly, if you will, and stated that she was completely incorrect about the returns policy and apologized for getting that piece of information wrong and spreading quote unquote misinformation. But essentially she stood by exactly what in the hell she said.
I recently posted a video for the Woods by Jordyn collection from Jordyn Woods about how you are not allowed to try things on because you can't return it. There is an unworn or unused policy that I misinterpreted, and I apologize. Apparently we are allowed to try things on. So I did delete that video because I made a mistake and I take accountability for that. And also I'm making this video because I tried the dress on in that video. So now I need to do another one where you guys can see the dress. I do not support this brand. I do not support the price point. I've been doing my job for 7 years and I've never experienced mesh this low quality from a higher end store. That's not a valid excuse. So here's the first dress. I also never said the items weren't cute. They are, but this quality is giving clearance bin. And any influencer who says otherwise, I do not trust them. Last one. I feel scammed by Jordyn Woods for $400, so I'm done following. That's it.
However, one person on TikTok had noted that Stella Williams, the influencer, has her own clothing line, and that in the returns policy for her clothing line, she also has the words unused and unworn in her returns policy on how the condition of the item should be returned.
Imagine my surprise when I realized that this creator also owns a clothing boutique with a very similar return policy as the one that she's critiquing. This creator has spoken about how she's very proud of the space that she's created for plus-sized influencers, and she should be. We should note that returns are not free on her website, and that she also states that items should be unworn, unwashed in their original condition, and she politely asks you to wear underwear while trying on the clothes. So why does she feign as if she does not understand the meaning of the word unworn when it comes to the retail space?
So essentially, Stella must have known that in a retail capacity, in a retail space, that unused and unworn doesn't literally mean that you've never put it on your body. Of course, you're allowed to try on clothing. Anyway, that is about it to do with this whole entire situation. Tell me what it is that you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Do you think that Jordyn Woods handled this classily? And also, is the customer always right? Because I feel as if this is less about quality of garment and mostly about taste levels. Because I think when it comes to clothing, it's all about how it makes you feel. And if you don't feel good putting it on, it's not the clothes' fault all the time. Sometimes it's just that wasn't the item of clothing for you. Anyway, so from dragging influencers to dragging nobodies, let's talk about Salvo Pisscakes. Okay, so I have absolutely no time to break down the history and the lore of what is Salvo Pancakes, but Salvo Pancakes basically left the internet almost when his piss yellow reign of terror had ended and he ended up losing his wife in his marriage. Since then, he has been making YouTube shorts on his channel instead of his regular live streams, which essentially is what he got known for. Anyway, a couple of days ago, somebody had sent me a video of a YouTube short where Salvo Pancakes was speaking about myself, my husband, and my family. Now, originally I wasn't gonna discuss this because it was very clear to me that this was an individual who was extremely desperate for attention and engagement from anybody it is that he talks about now. And honestly, I just didn't have the time nor the energy to have a conversation with or about somebody who likes to do 13-year-old age play, but I digress. But when he made this short, I literally could not help but laugh until the end. Take a look at this.
Listen, I'm not a religious man, but God took the night off and said, Satan, you handle this family. It's hard to articulate my feelings when I look at Paige Christie, doxer, stalker, and her bisexual ginger husband. Really how I feel when I look at these two together. Eerie, uncanny, just I know something is just off. You ever see like a commercial that is like featuring a family nowadays and you go, there ain't no way in hell that family would be together. Well, case in point, that anything is possible these days. Paige Christie and her husband is Satan's finest piece of work. Fuck my life! Fuck my life! Damn it, what a fuck am I? Fuck!
Now, I'm not a complete bitch, and I do have empathy. Dude lost his whole entire life being a degenerate. Maybe he had realized what he'd lost and what he had done and forgot to take out that small part of the video. I really felt for him. I mean, was he losing it? He then made a video about his life since he had been cancelled, and my heart was inside my chest. He was clearly going into his Deaf Noodles arc. When Deaf Noodles pushed him from behind off that stage, maybe that was a metaphor for his YouTube career trajectory. Maybe he was becoming his own Deaf Noodles.
Get ready with me, canceled YouTuber edition. I wake up and I take a scorching hot shower. I like my skin crispy and red after it. I sit there and I think about my thoughts for the day. The judge just recently allowed me to have knives in the house, so that's great. I take my 400 milligrams of lithium and I go sit outside. Look at this view. Nothing beats this view. It's a little overcast today, but that's okay. I sit and I think about my mistakes and I ponder about where my life went wrong. I beat myself up a little bit, but that's okay. I learned that journaling really helps. So in the morning, I open up my journal and I write my thoughts and my manifestations for the day. That's my morning.
No, it seems like he might just be a completely sane individual. I mean, if you haven't wrote "Kill Keemstar" over and over on a piece of paper, then have you really ever watched Drama Alert? No, but seriously, Salvo and Deaf Noodles have a lot in common. Heated, angry, tiny peen men who obsess over Keemstar and go to comedy roast shows and don't tell any jokes. Anyway, from men who hate Keemstar to another man who hates Keemstar, let's talk about Jake Paul. Okay, so Jake Paul is set to fight Tommy Fury in February. What day? I don't know, because they have been scheduling a fight with each other for so long that I think that literally nobody is even gonna buy into the show because we are all sincerely bored. Anyway, so Tommy's fiance, Molly Mae, has been pregnant obviously for quite some time and has recently given birth. But before she was able to tell the world about the birth of her first child, Jake Paul decided to tell the world on the internet. Like, Jake Paul is such an asshole. I understand that you are in the game and you want to do social media blows and give jabs online, but this for me was just such a low blow. This is really just taking a moment from somebody else, and not even Tommy, but the woman who's been carrying his baby for all this time. What, because you have a boxing match ahead? Gross. Anyway, with that being said, Jake Paul ended up having an encounter with Tyson Fury, and we were all apprehensive as to how that was gonna go, so take a look.
Not the dad, and the dad doesn't know shit about boxing.
I'm sorry. Come on in.
Oh, let's go.
Listen, congratulations on doing the fight.
Let's go, bro.
We're really excited for it, boys.
We were just talking about you. Much love, much love. Yeah, I'll see you, man. Fist bumps. Nice to meet you guys.
Kiss him a fist bump. Oh, I don't.
Oh, he's like, wow. I really thought he was gonna fucking punch me when he came in.
So it's clear that Jake Paul had visibly shit himself. I mean, Tyson Fury was actually a gentleman, and it just makes me think, like, where is his loyalty? Especially to his family's name. I mean, it goes as far as to say that Tyson's own kids wouldn't even fist bump Jake Paul, yet he would. I don't know, that whole encounter to me was very much a big yikes. Don't give him any energy, ew. Anyway, with that being said, from being scared of losing an eye to giving eyes to thousands, let's talk Mr. Beast in 5 Gs, please.
5 Gs, please. Yeah. That's what I wanted to yell. You know what that means, right? Good God, get a grip, girl.
I Okay, so Mr. Beast made a video where he gave vision to 1,000 individuals, giving them an extremely simple procedure in America.
200 million people see the world like this, but I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And people are mad. The problem is not Mr. Beast using his money to help people. This is objectively good. The problem is Mr. Beast being a big fan of capitalism, which is the system that led to these blind people not having universal healthcare, so they wouldn't have needed his help in the first place. He is literally the Antichrist. He is performing our society's equivalent of miracles through these excessive acts of faux generosity, and it's garnering everybody's undivided love and admiration in doing so. He will start subverting Christ's teachings next and preaching selfish action. I appreciate and think that Mr. Beast has done a good thing in his last video, but does it not feel horrifying that our system is so effed up that a guy looking to make content is the only reason that these people are getting life-altering surgery? Is not altruistic, he wants to grow his channel. And that was in response to a tweet where somebody said, every heartwarming human interested in the story in America is like, he raised 20,000 to keep 200 orphans from being crushed in the orphan crushing machine, and then never asked why an orphan crushing machine exists or why you'd need to pay to prevent it from being used. My take after watching the Mr. Beast restores 1,000 people's eyesight video is maybe we could get the US government to nationalize healthcare if Joe Biden to post poor people's reactions to his YouTube channel when they get their burst appendix removed. I mean, even Hassan chimed in and gave a very nuanced take. Take a look.
I watched the video and I'm filled with rage.
What's wrong with you?
That we shut off access to a 10-minute procedure because we paywalled it and decided that like some people just simply can't get it. It is so insanely frustrating that it's up to like one YouTube guy to like decide to make content out of it that like that people who are too poor can't just fucking see. That's insane. Anyway, sorry. It's just like a deeply, deeply frustrating concept.
Okay, so my perspective is I live in the UK, the land of free healthcare. So this has never really been something that I've ever had to think about. But I do think that when we are discussing this, I don't think the anger is directed specifically at Mr. Beast. I just think that people are upset with this system that is in place where a content creator who essentially, and let's just be honest, has only ever been out to create content to make himself bigger. He has always said that that was his objective from when he was counting to 100,000 in a live stream to when he said Logan Paul 100,000 times in his live streams. Mr. Beast's objective was to become the biggest content creator ever, and he has not stopped until he has reached that goal. I'm not sure if he's there yet, but I'm pretty sure he's very close at least.
I think in 10 years, YouTube's going to be ginormous, and I just want to be the biggest YouTuber in the world in 10 years.
But we have to remember that whilst this may be out of the goodness of Mr. Beast's heart, and I don't doubt that his heart is in the right place, the fact that the US healthcare system is broken down to such a point that a rich YouTube content creator, philanthropist who is going to shove a camera in your face to get your reaction are the kinds of people who decide in society who gets what. So I don't think the anger is just specifically at Mr. Beast. It is a broken system that definitely needs solving. But unfortunately, we live in a world where the systems are catered to the rich. So my question is, don't the rich get to decide pretty much every facet of normal working class life? Anyway, Mr. Beast did actually respond to all the commotion that took place on social media and said this. At the end of the day, I think that Mr. Beast did a good thing, and at face value, if you take out all of the socio-political situation behind it, it was a good thing. So for that reason, this is very much the 5Gs, please. Anyway, with that being said, tell me what it is that you guys think in the comment section down below. Moving on. From a creator who gave something publicly to a content creator who gave something to herself privately, let's talk about the OnlyFans teacher. So a preschool school teacher who is also a Lonely Hands content creator has been fired from her job because they found out that she had been making Lonely Hands content in the school bathrooms. A Massachusetts preschool teacher was fired from her job last week after the superintendent received photos showing her allegedly creating content for her Lonely Hands accounts in a school bathroom. A representative from the viral Twitter account Libs of TikTok contacted Wolf Swamp Road School in Long Meadow, Massachusetts, notifying them that a preschool teacher named Brianna Percy appeared to have filmed adult content for her Lonely Hands whilst on school grounds. Libs of TikTok, whose goal is to expose far-left ideologies in America's classrooms with reposted content, provided the school with photos from a Lonely Hands account, which reportedly belongs to Percy after receiving a tip about the teacher's alleged side hustle. Now, for me personally, I haven't saw the content, but I hear from sources that she may have been inserting something. Oh, that's why the Pritt sticks at school smelt like fish. Anyway, all I know is this is a very sticky situation. Come on, guys. I'm giving you gold every week. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's TLDR. I really appreciate all of the support on the previous videos. If you like this video, do not forget to give this a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't, I don't give a crap anyway. With that being said, thank you so much to my patrons, my members, as well as my Twitch family. If you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch 2 nights a week. Go and check me out there. And with that being said, have an amazing, beautiful day, you badass bitches. And until next time, it's been Paige. Bye.